Welcome to the Noka News Network. I'm Ricky French. Here with Dan Cali. 23rd episode of the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chili sauce. I've learned to just let things go till a later time when more explanation can be offered on your part.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned to do that by this point. We're 23 episodes in, plus all the other things we worked on in the past.
Yes.
I know to just let things lie and then give you a chance to explain yourself.
That's a pretty smart move. I like that.
So you care to offer any insight into that?
Into what? Chili sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Morris Day and the Time.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
It's a Morris Day and the Time reference.
I get it now. I just didn't get it without the context.
Yeah. I like chili sauce.
Well,
and I'm from Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
it all checks out. It all checks out.
It all tracks. There you go.
Well, it's the one thing that a lot of people don't know. Coney sauce and chili sauce, not the same thing.
No, gosh, no. Don't be fucking stupid.
They both go on hot dogs, but they're not the same.
Is this the quickest I've said fuck in an episode?
Probably.
Oh, nice. Good.
Speaking of the quickest fuck, your wedding anniversary is tomorrow night, which is why we're recording a day earlier than normal. Make sure you have your personal time. It probably didn't need a whole day, but it's...
No, it doesn't take it. No. I was going to try to come up with some kind of witty witticism, not a shitty witticism.
Like normal.
Yeah,
sure.
A witty shitticism. I was trying to come up with something to reference. It doesn't take long, like my penis, but I just ran out of steam, much like my sex life.
Yeah, exactly. You can't improve on the truth. It's basically the story on that one.
After 12 years,
that's the long and particularly short of it.
Yeah, after 12 years, she knows what she's getting.
Yeah, right.
Bored.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in order to stave off some of that boredom before that whole thing goes down, I'm sure you've got some date night plans, which I'm not expecting you to share with us, but I am offering you maybe a date night that you hadn't considered before.
I'm intrigued.
So, reading this copy here, a typical date night might consist of dinner and a movie.
Yeah,
you'd agree with that.
We've done that, sure.
Mm-hmm. But what about dinner and a sloth?
That's what she is getting.
Yeah, well, this is a much cuter sloth, I think, and the one that is an actual animal. It's an experience guests can get at the White Horse Steakhouse, just about an hour north of Dallas, Texas.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay, does it really?
Well, fucking wacky Texans.
Right. The steakhouse is part of Oak Meadow Ranch in Valley View, and every weekend guests can get a 5-course meal before interacting with the 12 species of exotic animals on the property.
Oh, I thought they're going to feed them a fucking sloth. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh yeah, they're not eating it.
Oh, I can breathe.
They're
now.
just sort of hanging out with it.
Okay, that sounds exhilarating. The sloth just looks at you like...
They're hanging out with the sloth, sort of like the kid that did the truffle shuffle on Goonies.
Yeah, I was getting ready to make the, hey, you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You were talking about Chunk, by the way.
Yeah, yes, Chunk. This encounter is like no other. I can promise you that, said Kristen Navarro, likely no relation to Dave Navarro.
Most likely not.
Jane's Addiction guitarist, by the way, just for those of you who might not know. Who runs the place with her husband and chef, Eduardo. He just has one name.
Navarro.
It just says Eduardo.
Hello. I am
Eduardo.
Fucking ridiculous.
Enjoy my animals. Enjoy my food. I am Eduardo.
We will start you off with Erewa Dolls gazpacho.
Kristen started the ranch 4 years ago after approaching her father and owner, Alan Watt, with the idea.
There's a lot of fucking names in this story.
Yes, there is. From lemurs to kangaroos and camels to cats, nearly 60 animals call the ranch home. Dinner guests can interact with most of them, including a sloth, by making a reservation.
All right. Well, I feel like we should have done this story earlier in the day and called to try to find out what animals were available. Like, do you have to reserve the animal as well as your dinner time?
Yeah, but if it's like any other time we've tried to call to get some information, they would just be assholes and not talk to us anyway. So
justified.
Whatever.
Can I get the cube steak, the pudding, and hang out with the dromedary, please?
Dinner is not required to see the animals.
Oh,
so you can just go without it.
No, we don't want to eat Eduardo.
Shitty
food. We just want to hang out with the camel.
Yes,
Thanks.
you can hang out without having the full Eduardo experience, I guess.
Wasn't that the name of an 80s prog band?
Probably.
Eduardo's experience.
I once worked with a houseman at a hotel named Eduardo, and I swear to God, if he were in a place like this, it would be the first place I would go on vacation.
Ricky,
he's an intriguing.
Welcome.
The guy was from Chile. Very intriguing character. This guy.
Wow.
He told me that the devil lived on the 6th floor of this hotel. True story.
It's possible. Knowing where the hotel was, it's possible. Yeah.
Guests also have access to the critters by booking a night in one of the cabins or scheduling a visit during the day. So it's all by reservation, but there's various experiences that may or may not be Eduardo related.
Eduardo, we would like the entire Eduardo-centric package, please.
Exactly. Navarro said, by being on the ranch, visitors go home with a lot more than just great pictures of cute animals.
They also get fleas and maybe maybe the shits after Eduardo's paella.
She says, sometimes it's healing for people. She said, it truly is.
So. Navarro was also quoted as saying, "Hey, Perry, can we please stop singing Coming Down the Mountain over and over?"
Precisely.
And over again. Ricky, we're going to go from the back of the house to the front of the house with this story.
Please do.
We're going to be talking about a celebrity New York City sommelier named Caleb Ganser.
Caleb doesn't really sound like a sommelier. First of all, I don't know anything about wine, so I know
very little.
Far be it from me to really distrust some guy, but I'm just telling you, if I was paying high dollar for a bottle of wine suggested by a guy named Caleb, I probably would have second thoughts.
Hey, bruh, all right, this is what you want, a white, all right?
It's got like,
I gotta fucking go.
Hey, dude, this wine totally has like, this wine totally has like oaky aftertaste and stuff.
Bruh.
It's got like a nutty front to it.
Oh, fuck. Hold on a minute. My dad's calling.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you, the nose on this is floral as fuck, man. That's how I imagine a sommelier.
It's fucking California wine, bro.
Like the grapes it's made out of is as close as you get to actual like Bordeaux, dude. For real.
Anyway, Caleb is a douche.
Okay. Tell me more.
I do know a little bit about wine, even though tonight I started off the evening with Seagram's wine coolers.
You do. Yeah, it's very indicative of your knowledge of wine, I think, probably.
I'm white girl wasted. A well-known sommelier, a well-known wine asshole snob at several New York City snob. At several New York City restaurants, is behind bars and facing a long list of charges.
Okay.
According to authorities, celebrity sommelier Caleb Ganser.
First of all, I don't want to speak out of school here, but is there really such a thing as a celebrity sommelier? I've never heard of this fella in my life. Or any other sommelier by name, I don't think. Ever.
I believe I know a sommelier.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean that.
I think she passed her classes.
She
drinks a lot of wine.
Well, yeah, but that's every 33-year-old white lady in the greater Midwest. That doesn't really narrow shit down.
That actually all probably tracks with her, too. Anyway, Caleb was caught on camera.
Yeah, just because you drive a mid-size SUV and you don't like raising your kids doesn't make you a sommelier.
Oh, you've been to PAL, I see. All right, so
You're fucking going on to Dix.com and ordering yourself a North Face jacket does not make you trained in the arts of wine.
all right, so Caleb, he was caught on camera lighting outdoor dining structures on fire. And then casually just walking the fuck away down the street afterwards.
I wonder what the forward notes of those fires had.
He's probably smells like wicker.
It's got a very smoky note.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, surveillance video captured him.
I think we've managed to work like several different angles into this one story, which is not surprising for us, but we should probably pick one and go with it.
All right. Well, he burned a bunch of shit down in New York City. But here you go, Ricky. Here's the answer to your burning question. Ganser, 35, was named Food and Wine Magazine's Sommelier of the Year 2017 and is part owner of a popular downtown wine bar. So, yeah, he's a big dick in the world of wine, and now he's going to be hopefully
he's graduated from AAA to Major League asshole, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather trust Eduardo with my wine pairings at this point.
I would like to pair a nice rosé with the starting course.
I think you should pair a nice Moscato with the fish stick.
Fish stick.
The air fryer fish stick.
Yeah. Here at the ranch, we make delicious meals like slapajos.
Sloppy Eduardo.
It's a sloppy Eduardo. It is a special of the house.
Or we want to pair the Thunderbird with the cherry Kool-Aid packet.
Yeah, exactly. We should maybe pair the Seagram's Jamaican Me Crazy wine cooler with the peanut butter pie Oreo, which is exactly what I did earlier.
We've yet added more angles to both of these stories. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare for me to edit.
I'll be disappointing my wife while you try to edit this tomorrow. Have fun.
You'll be disappointing your wife, and I'll be disappointing everyone else.
All right.
Let's move the fuck along, shall we?
Yeah, move right along.
All right, here's a story that we're only covering because somehow you got some form of satisfaction out of it the first time that I didn't understand, but came up in the news again, so I figured, why not?
Yeah, well, it's my anniversary. Thank you.
Yeah,
is this my gift? Is this my gift from you?
Yes, it's my gift to you and your lovely wife.
Excellent. Hit it.
In an effort to raise awareness about the continued importance of hand hygiene, the world's largest bottle of soap is coming to Virginia Beach this Saturday.
Yes, it's back.
Dan really loves this quote.
It's a big-ass bottle of soap.
For some reason, Dan really loves this world's largest bottle of soap.
Because it's absolutely the epitome or epitome, depending on how you pronounce it, right or wrong, of ridiculousness. Yeah. It's a giant-ass bottle of fucking soap.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's also ridiculous that they're making a tour out of this.
That is the piece de resistance.
Yeah, right. The bottle, currently in the middle of a nationwide tour, is 21 feet tall and weighs 2,500 pounds. The bottle will be at the Rite Aid on Salem Road in Virginia Beach. I would kill for a gig at the Rite Aid in Salem
Can we get the same booking agent for this gig, this tour? Maybe we can open for the bottle of soap.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Get in touch with them and, warm up the crowd for the big giant soap bottle.
Hey, everyone, welcome to the Rite Aid here on Salem Road.
If there's one thing I'm confident we can accomplish, that is warming up the giant soap bottle crowd.
That's right. Hey, everyone, who here's from out of town?
By the way, the manager of the Rite Aid wanted us to let you know there's a special on Chex Mix. Ladies and gentlemen, giant bottle of soap.
Exactly. Ricky, what do you think's on the giant bottle of soap's rider?
Smaller, more elegant soaps? I don't know. I don't know what a giant bottle of soap
You think it would eat clean? So probably all the
course.
snacks.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Nothing processed, of course.
I mean, that was a horrible pun, but
yeah.
I'm out of ideas with the soap.
I am too.
Bit.
Jesus.
Ricky, remember Brood X?
Of course I do.
Do you remember how they gave it to us?
Yup.
All right, well, they're gone.
Yeah, right.
But a familiar buzz is in the air. And it's not from Brood X, but it's from the annual cicadas.
Oh, there's more cicadas?
Yes, but they're a different breed. Annual cicadas emerge every year in the middle of summer. I really, when reading this, thought it said anal cicadas. That would be completely different and horrifying.
Yeah, if that were the case, it would be a great thing if we could book that Rite Aid, because that, hopefully they would have some sort of medication on hand to handle that problem.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Doc, I've got anal cicadas. Sir, that's aisle 3.
Listen, I know I should have a prescription, but you got to help me. I'm from out of town.
I'm
on this big soap tour, and I haven't been able to see my doctor.
Hey, look, Doc, I'm on the soap tour, and I met a soap groupie, and I know I should have been used protection, but now I've got anal cicadas. Is there anything you can do for me over the counter? She told me she was clean. Being a soap guy, I went for that.
I figured protocols were in place with this big soap tour, and one thing led to another. And
all right. Anyway, there's more cicadas coming out, and they're coming out of the ground, not your ass. And there you go.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of cicadas, when Brood X emerged, we had our premier cicada coverage.
The only thing good that came out of that whole thing is that green T-shirt you're wearing. It says Cicada Watch 2021.
Well, Michael went out into the field and gave us an eyewitness report on what was happening, and appreciated that. And because,
dude, he had a cicada piss in his mouth.
Well, sure, but he was dedicated.
Well, yeah, he was committed
to covering it, and because of that, I decided that we'd go ahead and send him to Tokyo to cover the Summer Olympics. Well, Dan, the Summer Olympics are upon us.
Yes, they're upon everything right now if you turn on the TV.
Right, exactly. And one of the things that's being discussed is it's unseasonably warm and humid in Japan right now, I guess.
All right. Well, that happens.
Sort of wreaking havoc on it's the Summer Olympics. It's outdoor sports.
Well, what'd they do in Australia? That's got to be hot down there, too.
Sure it was. According to this story, Japan's summers are hot, humid, and can be deadly.
Ugh.
If records are being broken during events at the Olympics, Tokyo 2020 could also emerge with perhaps a record it wouldn't have wanted. The heat has been compounded by humidity values ranging from 66 to 84%, making it feel much hotter and limiting the body's ability to cool down through sweat and evaporation. So with us to comment from Tokyo on the heat and humidity and what's happened with the games in the last week since we talked, we have our field reporter Michael Billups with us on the line. Michael, how's it going there in Tokyo?
It is hot. It is really hot. Konnichiwa, as they say over here.
Okay.
You got that right.
Okay.
And have you ever had shrimp chips or crab chips? Not what you would think they are, but interesting to say the least.
No. All right, Michael, I'm glad you're getting acquainted with Japanese culture and everything, but the real reason we wanted to have you with us was to check in with what you've been able to see with the games themselves while you've been in Tokyo.
Well, I got to see some of the rowing. I was curious what was going on and wanted to see on the other side of this lake, so I popped up over the hill and I got in this boat. People started yelling at me, and we got third. We didn't get to go any further than that, but we got third in our heat, which I guess is pretty good.
Wait. What do you mean you got third in your heat?
I ended up in the Romanian rowing team boat somehow.
How?
The guy was yelling some kind of thing. I don't know. There's a language barrier there. I don't know any Romanian, and their English is nil. They didn't know any English, but screaming at me, and I started rowing, and we didn't make the finals, but
okay.
I think I'm a part of the Romanian team now.
All right, so let me get this straight. You somehow wound up in the Romanian rowing team's boat and competed with them.
Yeah. Well, there was a sign that said crew sign in, and I thought, I'm a media crew, right? But apparently, crew is like the same name as rowing, and I've got to go to practice here tomorrow, even though we didn't make finals. The coach is being pretty hard on me.
All right, Michael. So you ended up in the Olympics, not just covering the Olympics, which
I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to understand what they're saying, and they don't seem to understand what I'm saying. But really nice guys. Whew, man, can they drink? Holy crap, can they drink? But I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing what I can find next.
Are we still going to be able to check in with you next week about the rest of the games, or?
I don't know. Word on the street is the COVID restrictions are pretty bad in Romania. Hang on. Coach is yelling something at me. I don't even know what it is. But kamikaze, guys.
Hang on. Hello, Michael. Michael? He hung up.
well, yeah, if you have a large Romanian man yelling at you, you hang up and you go and row, I guess.
I have no fucking idea what's going on here. Well, maybe we'll have more with apparently Michael might be a permanent Romanian citizen.
What's the Romanian version of the name Michael? All right, well, we're going to show that history tends to repeat itself because, once again, the French military has surrendered and lost.
Sure.
We're going to go visit the Florida man like we normally do. And, of course, we're going to talk about the invasion of the penis snakes.
No Good News Network. The news no one cares about.
Knocker News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop's Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in it?
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some.
Hey, Ricky, the Noka News store is an awesome location to get Noka News gear. What's the only location to get Noka News gear?
Sure, yeah.
Except maybe my closet, your closet.
Yeah.
A few other people's clothes. But anyway, my point is, if you want Noka News gear, you go to the nokanews.store, and that's where you get your gear at.
That's right. There are several different T-shirts to choose from, different designs, different colors, what have you.
The metal news one's now a throwback.
That's true. It's a retired segment, but the shirt is very much alive. There's those. There's
mugs.
Mugs.
We got mugs. Do we have any like windbreakers?
No, we have.
Do we have any like starter jackets?
No, but we have a hoodie, I guess.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. How about high tops? We have any high tops?
No, we don't.
Oh,
have that.
But we have everything else though at the Noka News store.
Yeah,
shirts.
Yes.
Mugs.
Yep.
Well, people go get those. Go get them.
Welcome back. It's the Noka News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French here with Dan Cali. Second segment of the big 23rd episode of the show, and Dana's voguing. Dan prides himself on making a lot of ridiculous hand gestures while I have to do my intros and outros, and I've never seen the man vogue before, but here we are.
Just kind of happened.
Took 23 episodes, and now it's a reality.
Wait till I Macarena.
I can't wait.
An obscure legless amphibian, Ricky, colloquially referred to by some as a penis snake,
Well, of course. This
is the latest invasive species to make its way to South Florida.
Yeah, I remember the moment that I saw this story, and I decided, yep, Dan's going to set that up.
That's right. Formerly known as the Sicilian.
Sicilian. Yeah, the Sicilian penis snake. I've heard a thing or two about those, as a matter of fact.
Caecilian. I'm just going to call them cock snakes. Or,
Of course you are.
I mean,
Of course you are.
they can range anywhere in size from a few inches, shut up, Ricky, to 5 feet long and have extremely poor eyesight. They only have one eye.
Yeah.
Their name translates to blind ones
I don't even know why I print
in
these.
Latin.
I don't know why I even print these and put them in the file.
However, the penis snake has a pair of sensory tentacles between its eyes and nostril that helps it detect food, which it snatches up with dozens of needle-like teeth.
You cannot begin to fathom how glad I am that you said tentacles.
You're welcome. The first Caecilian, that was found in the same canal 2 years ago, allowed scientists to conduct a DNA comparison. Several other specimens recently pulled from the shallow water outside the Miami International Airport, proving the new creatures were of the, Tiplonectus natans species. The eel-like amphibian found in 2019 measured 2 feet long, but died shortly after being taken into captivity. It starved itself to death.
You can't tame the penis snake, is basically what they're saying.
Can't tame the monster. Anyway, there's like 4 more pages about this fucking dick snake, and
I'll just say this. I think the major takeaway from the story is that if you happen to find 2 penis snakes in the same canal, that's problematic, and something needs to be done about it.
so they've got the canal there, and it's part of the freshwater system.
Okay.
So they've got that, and it hooks up to a pump, and then it supplies the fresh water area. And then they also have the runoff area where everything gets dumped off to the side, the waste, the crap, and all that other nonsense.
Yeah, okay.
So they're really concerned because things get real serious when you have 2 in the pump and 1 in the dump.
You're a fucking idiot. I don't know why I do this anymore.
You gave me the story, dude.
That's ridiculous.
So, that's enough of our national wildlife coverage.
I don't know why I even let you do this anymore.
I don't know.
I got another Florida story for you, Dan.
All right, go ahead. Please,
I really hesitate to bring it up, but I guess I will. Seashells, plastic water bottles, the occasional flip-flop.
Yeah?
Those are typical things you might find on a beach.
Oh, I thought you were singing lyrics from Jimmy Buffett's version of "These are a few of my favorite things."
Pretty close, though. But a giant hamster wheel, not so likely.
No, I've never seen a giant hamster wheel on a beach.
On Saturday morning, a Florida man was discovered inside a giant floating contraption, this says. An official news organization.
Contraption my ass. You just told me it's a big hamster wheel.
Well, yeah, right. According to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, which posted pictures of the red machine washed up on the shore, the agency says the quote-unquote driver, Reza Bellucci, was inside unharmed. The 49-year-old told authorities he was attempting to raise money for charity by quote-unquote running on water from St. Augustine to New York City, but he ran into some problems.
Yeah, because that's a lot of water all the way up and down the coast.
Yeah, right. Bellucci and his hydropod, that thing, the hamster wheel thing.
Oh,
that's
there's a name.
Yeah, he calls it a hydropod.
Okay.
It washed ashore near Hammock in Flagler County, Florida, about 30 miles from where he started the endeavor in St. Johns County, so he didn't get that far.
No.
Flagler County deputies said they arrived at the beach after several alarm callers reported seeing a UFO. The hydropod is basically a metal cylinder with paddle wheels. The long-distance runner told authorities he, quote, came across some complications that brought him back to shore. The money Bellucci was trying to raise was to go to first responders, the kind that just got him out of his latest situation. That's a smart move when, the Coast Guard and EMTs or whoever else has to show up to help you. If you tell them you were trying to raise money for them, maybe they're not going to be so mad.
Yeah, exactly.
This is hardly the adventurer's first brush with disaster. Bellucci made his first failed attempt in 2014, trying to travel north before having to be rescued in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean at a cost of $144,000 to taxpayers.
Oh, geez.
So basically, this guy keeps trying to do this thing where he's running in a cylinder up the coast, but it keeps failing miserably and costing everyone.
So he's trying to raise money to help first responders, and he keeps costing money.
Yeah, he's not ever really going to raise any money.
All right, Ricky. Well, that guy, even though he's a well-intentioned Florida man, let's talk about the good old run-of-the-mill dipshit Florida man. Ricky, remember last week when the Florida man was throwing the alligator on top of the building?
How could I forget?
Well, I think they talk because this week a Florida man got clawed by a jaguar at the Jacksonville Zoo on Wednesday. After he jumped over a safety barrier and stuck his arm into an enclosure, the jaguar got his ass.
Well, okay.
The man, who was not publicly identified but is in his 20s, that's why he's ignorant, was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries, local outlet WJXT reported. Witnesses told the station that the predatory park visitor had egged on the big cats. Hey, big cat, you're a sissy. Or I don't know how you egg on a big cat. It's just, I don't...
Hey, maybe just by sticking your arm in there and waving it around.
Flipping at the bird. Yeah, right. Before he hopped over a gate and then into the range of the jaguar exhibit. Hey, pal, the range was far enough to get to your dumb ass. That's, right. He's like a boxer. I check out the range on that guy. He then apparently tried to get the attention of the wild animals. You did. Leading one of them to swipe his arm. Gotcha, bitch. This is an individual that wasn't using his head, Deputy Zoo Director Dan Maloney told the outlet. He stuck his hand in through the mesh that separates the jaguars from the outside. One zoogoer said she saw employees cleaning up a trail of blood after the man was carried out with his arm bandaged. He was lucky the jaguar didn't latch on, Maloney said, otherwise it would have been a very different story and then one we wouldn't have covered because that guy would have been dead.
Yeah, all's well that ends well, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, the jaguar got his just desserts. That guy is a dumbass.
Yeah.
I don't know why people tempt animals like that.
Big cats are like nature's finest killing machines, so there really is no sense in giving them a reason to treat you like food. So you might as well leave him alone.
Did this guy think he was He-Man and he was saddling up Battle Cat to go fight Skeletor and such?
I doubt it because he's not as old as you or I. He's 20.
Well, that new He-Man cartoon came out. Now young kids can watch it.
They can, but he's not, I guarantee it.
No, he's just a run-of-the-mill idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. I've got another animal-related story for you.
All right.
And this one, when you read into it a little bit, it's not all that surprising.
Okay, go ahead.
Quite honestly.
What do you got for me?
The rabbits have won a significant court battle against soldiers in Paris after the military was told to stop killing a colony of bunnies that has settled on the museum complex of Les Invalides. Soldiers who work on the historic site, which contains an army museum, Napoleon's tomb, and a still active forces hospital, has been killing around 40 rabbits per year, claiming they dig up lawns and pierce watering pipes.
So the French army finally found a force that they can defeat, and they're not even allowed to.
Well, they've been battling bunnies for several years and still haven't won, so I'm not positive they can defeat them.
So they're big on baguettes, but not battling bunnies.
Yes. The animals have now won a temporary reprieve after a judge ordered the killing of the rabbits to halt before a full hearing in a few months. A spokesperson from the animal rights group Paris Zouapali said claims of rabbit damage were, quote, unsubstantiated, and added, all we are asking is for the soldiers to coexist peacefully with the rabbits. Well, coexisting peacefully is something that French soldiers are really good at.
Yes.
As far as I understand. So yeah, the French army seems to be on the precipice of being defeated by some bunnies.
Well, why win one now?
They're the Elmer Fudd of the military world.
Be very quiet. Pontiac, Michigan, Ricky. A 31-year-old woman is recovering after she accidentally set herself and her car on fire this week while trying to kill bed bugs.
Oh.
Ricky, I don't know how much you know about bed bugs and the treatment of said critters, but if you heat up an area high enough, they die.
Yeah, I know that.
I would like to think that that's what she was trying to do.
Yeah. Did this lady have a bed bug infestation in her car?
Well, I don't know. I do know, however, she was treated at McLaren Oakland Hospital for second-degree burns caused by setting rubbing alcohol on fire inside her vehicle in hopes of killing the bed bugs. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office responded to a call Tuesday for a reported car fire on Perry Street around 1:40 p.m. When they arrived, deputies found the woman and discovered she'd had a panic attack after finding bed bugs in her car.
Okay. Well,
In an effort to kill them, she poured the rubbing alcohol in the car and set it on fire. Way to, cut your nose off to spite your face, lady. That's
in your experience,
maybe the bed bugs were just trying to drive down to Arby's and get a sandwich or something. They've got the meats.
in your experience in the fire service,
Yes.
I think you would probably be the first to say that car fires are way more common than people might think. They happen a lot.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty fun to go on as calls because you get a good amount of fire still, but you're not tearing down walls and having to climb up ladders and stuff.
There's nobody in the case of a mechanical problem or something, there really isn't anybody in danger. It's just
not very often. We did have one. You have to be careful as the responding department because the bumpers can, well, at least the old ones have the impact fluid and stuff, can pop off and get you across the shins.
Oh yeah.
I thought I heard one happen once when I was on a call. I backed up, fell over a hose, and fell on the ground. Mm-hmm. So even then, I was a bumbling idiot.
My point in all that was car fires happen more commonly than people would think.
That's true.
And they don't need your help by dousing your interior car with rubbing alcohol and lighting it on fire. That's a sure way to burn the whole thing to the ground.
So yeah, car fires happen a lot more often. Actually, I've dealt with car fires a lot more than I've dealt with bed bugs.
No, I guess that's
in my
good.
2 career paths that I've kind of taken.
I consider that a win.
Yeah.
In your case.
Thumbs up.
What's coming up in the last segment of the show?
We are going to do the paranormal news because we haven't retired that one yet.
No.
And we're going to do a back-to-back Mac Attack, 2 stories about McDonald's.
Noka News Network, the news no one cares about.
McMadness Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop's Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your
the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got...
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in it?
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some.
Hey, Ricky, the Noka News store is an awesome location to get Noka News gear. What's the only location to get Noka News gear?
Sure, yeah.
Except maybe my closet, your closet.
Yeah.
A few other people's closets. But anyway, my point is, if you want Noka News gear, you go to the nokanews.store, and that's where you get your gear at.
That's right. There are several different T-shirts to choose from, different designs, different colors, what have you.
The metal news one's now a throwback.
That's true. It's a retired segment, but the shirt is very much alive. There's those. There's
mugs.
Mugs.
We got mugs. Do we have any like windbreakers?
No, we have.
Do we have any like starter jackets?
No, but we have a hoodie, I guess.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. How about high tops? We have any high tops?
No, we don't.
Oh,
have that.
But we have everything else though at the Noka News store.
Yeah,
shirts.
Yes.
Mugs.
Yep.
Well, people go get those. Go get them.
Welcome back. Noka News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French. So Dan Cali. The third and final segment of the big 23rd episode of the show.
Yep.
There's some beyond doing open interviews and big sign-on bonuses and all other manner of unprecedented McDonald's activities. There's been some actual craziness.
Yeah, I remember when the craziness at McDonald's was trying to find the boardwalk, or that one stupid ass Beanie Baby,
or whether or not they were going to continue serving the Arch Deluxe.
Yeah.
Those used to be the biggest issues at McDonald's, but not anymore.
No.
We've entered a new era.
Yeah, the level of fuckery has increased.
A Northeast Missouri man, apparently mad because he wasn't getting his fast food fast enough, is accused of threatening to kill all the employees of the McDonald's on South Baltimore Street in Kirksville, Missouri.
Listen here, you sons of bitches. I swear I'll kill every fucking one of you if I don't get a nugget. You know how bad I need a goddamn nugget?
That's
Put a
rough.
nugget in my mouth.
And tell me this food's not addictive.
Yeah.
With these people acting this way.
I swear to God, if you don't put a McFlurry in my mouth right now, I'm going to kill everyone.
Kyle Curtis Kelly.
The Kyle Curtis Kelly killer.
Well, Kyle Curtis Kelly of Kirksville, by the way.
For fuck's sake. All right,
and
go ahead.
just as an FYI, the Kyle is more annoying even than a normal Kyle because it's spelled with a C instead of a K.
Oh my God, I hate his parents so much.
Exactly, me too. Kyle Curtis Kelly, 33, of Kirksville, was charged last week with second-degree, quote, making a terrorist threat, and second-degree harassment, and 2 counts of fourth-degree assault in connection with the April 30th incident.
We do punch the grimace?
Well, I'm getting there. Not the I don't think the grimace was involved, but I'm getting to what he actually did. Kirksville police were called to the South McDonald's. So apparently in Kirksville, they have a North and a South McDonald's.
That's a big town.
Right. They were called to the South McDonald's for a report of an irate customer.
The South McDonald's always loses in the end.
Yeah, right. Well, the South McDonald's will rise again, Dan. That's the thing that you don't understand.
People in that town are all pissed off because they've pulled down all the statues of Mayor McCheese and Ronald from the McDonald's land there at the South location.
One of these days, the South McDonald's will rise again. Dan, you just wait and see.
All right, JD Hogg, get out of here.
According to court documents, Kelly came into the restaurant repeatedly screaming, "I want my food," along with calling employees, quote, bitch and slut.
Nice. Yeah, break them out, man.
Yes. The shift manager.
Although I would have appreciated a little creativity.
Yeah, well.
The level of difficulty was kind of low. I'm going to give him a 4.
Well, hold up your cards on that one, I guess. The shift manager told police he had tried to sort out the issue, but Kelly kept yelling and threatening to kill everyone if he did not get his food. Court documents state that Kelly went behind the counter and, quote, body checked the manager and backed an underage female employee into a corner, and nobody backs baby into a corner, as we know, clearly.
I surely hope someone from the Blue Jackets called this guy and get him on the hockey team this year because they could use the help.
That girl said as Kelly walked away, he pushed another coworker before going outside. Kelly is being held without bond in the Adair County Law Enforcement Center, which is a nice way of saying fucking county lockup.
You know what? He will not yell at anyone, where the fuck is my food?
Yeah.
He will get it at
He'll get
7:30, noon, and
Yeah.
4:45
Yeah,
appropriately.
those are the times when those lukewarm bologna sandwiches will show up. And just the icing on the cake here, he's also accused of violating probation in 2 unrelated cases.
I can't believe someone that would lose their cool and freak the fuck out of McDonald's
Was on probation.
Can't believe
Yeah,
that.
It doesn't make.
Ricky, if you were, is there any fast food or any restaurant in general item at all that you would be so irate you hadn't gotten yet that you would be willing to kill everyone in the restaurant for it?
Absolutely not.
What is your favorite fast food establishment?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
It's really hard to say because I don't really have a go-to when it comes to fast food. It's just like the mood will strike for a certain thing, you know.
Yeah, you don't pick fast food based on, oh man, that's really good. You just go, hey man, that's really close.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of
more or
times.
less how that works.
Yeah, a lot of times. All right, Ricky, we're going to stay in McDonald's land, but we're going to go to Virginia, which is, I guess, another part of McDonald's land.
Okay, sure.
So a guy got violent over there, smashing over display cases and throwing a trash can at staff at a Richmond McDonald's when his order was mixed up.
Okay.
Evidently, he did not want the McFlurry because those are supposed to be mixed up.
Well, you know, Richmond was a major battlefield in the North versus South McDonald Land Civil War. So
Didn't they make
that
a
makes sense?
Did they make a groundbreaking TV miniseries, North versus South McDonald's?
I think they did. Yeah,
I think they did too.
They did.
And to continue with the theme, in a video by Kate Rebel, and posted on the Tick and the Talk, both services, a customer was seen shoving and smashing glass dividers and display cases after he was told he would not be served for allegedly knocking over a hand sanitizer on porpoise.
Oh,
Rebel.
not the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, he said
Please
it.
tell me this guy didn't inflict harm upon the hand sanitizer.
He said, fuck you, Purell. Rebel, who unfortunately was named that, witnessed the exchange, explained in a separate video that the guy originally wanted to order a 4-piece chicken nugget Happy Meal.
Okay.
But the McDonald's staff typed the order in wrong as 4 orders of Happy Meals.
Well,
He started freaking out and swearing, said Rebel, adding that the man then knocked over the hand sanitizer stand and walked to the side to wait for his order. When staff told the customer he was not going to be served for his behavior, he replied that he was waiting for his food that he had paid for. When staff said that they would be refunding his money and contacting the police, the man turned violent. In the video, the man can be heard saying something obscene to the staff, probably like,
a bitch or slut like the other guy.
yeah,
most
probably.
likely.
That's the go-to. Yeah, sure. Then, in scene, smashing the glass dividers, knocking over equipment and a display case, as well as throwing a trash can at the staff. So, see, this guy ramped it up a little bit. I'm going a little more higher level of difficulty.
I wonder if he smashed that Ronald McDonald House thing that people put the quarters in or not.
I don't know. That thing's like Fort Knox, dude. You can't do that. According to the police, the suspect is a 30-year-old man who fought with the officers during his arrest. 2 restaurant employees and 2 police officers were allegedly assaulted and sustained minor injuries during the incident. He is currently in custody awaiting a bail hearing and faces possible charges of mischief, over $5,000, assault, and assault on a peace officer. Rebel, she stayed in there in the restaurant, applauded the way the staff handled the situation. They all handled the situation extremely well. They had garbage can thrown at them. The guy was screaming profanity. Witnesses of the incident are asked to contact the Richmond RCMP. That's the police department directly at 602-278-1212.
Somebody really ought to tell this guy the key to getting hot and fresh fries is to order them without a salt.
Yeah. Ricky, the fact that the fast food felonious fuckery has become commonplace, it's kind of normal. I would like to now hear something paranormal.
Well, in that case, I got something for you. This story, actually, most of these paranormal news stories, they're sort of whatever, but this one is actually kind of creepy.
We had that one that was creepy about the kid that was in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, this is creepy because of a similar reason. There's a kid saying some shit you don't want to hear a kid say.
Oh, you mean like I flushed the iPad down the toilet, Dad?
Well, yeah, except weirder.
Oh, okay.
A family in California says they experienced a strange ghost-like sighting in the Madera County mountains last week, prompting police to investigate further. Jake Gorba and his wife Victoria, along with their 3 kids, decided to take their 4-wheeler up to Shut-Eye Peak on Wednesday.
Man, that place is made up of shit.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking made-up horror movie mountain, if I ever heard one.
Yeah. Shut-Eye Peak.
Well, we're going to take the family up to Shut-Eye Peak. What could go wrong? The family stopped to eat lunch, and that's when the couple's 3-year-old son, Caden, began talking to someone.
All right.
He was just in our car, and he was pointing out to a certain spot in the meadow.
How'd they get to the car now?
Well, the transportation on this is spotty.
Did they sit in the car just to eat the lunch?
I don't know.
Okay.
Caden told his parents there was a woman lying face down with her legs straight up in the air in a nearby meadow.
Well, you don't see that every day.
No, that's some weird M. Night Shyamalan kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
According to Caden, the woman was unable to speak or move and needed help. He goes, "Yeah, there's a lady over there in the meadow in a black shirt, and I got goosebumps," said Victoria. He says she needs our help, but she's dead, and she's laying face down with her legs up, and she can't talk, but she's over there, and we need to help her.
No, we fucking don't.
Yeah, exactly. Jake and Victoria checked out the meadow, but they didn't see anything. He kept saying, trust me, Mom," and I was like, "I trust you, and you know I believe you," said Victoria. The family was so spooked by what the 3-year-old had so adamantly shared that they decided to end their day early and head home. Then they posted about the strange occurrence on Facebook. We put it on Facebook to see if anybody knew anything about the area, and come to find out, there was a lady missing with the description that he described within a 5-mile radius of where we were, said Victoria. So, Sandra Hughes had...
I don't like this.
I don't either at all. Sandra Hughes had gone missing in that area in June of 2020. According to Victoria, her 3-year-old's detailed description of the woman's hair and clothing was identical to the description of Hughes.
I wish more of my kids would give me a detailed description of the lotto numbers.
I would rather not have even known that happened, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Not at all.
Not at all.
I will be terrified driving home this evening. Hey, Ricky, you remember a little while back out in L.A. that they had a Rocket Man flying around the airport?
Rocket Man. Was he burning out the sky up there alone, if I remember correctly?
No, dude. That's a lyric. I'm talking about a real-life occurrence.
Oh, far be it from me to reference a lyric on this show.
Hey.
I spend 30% of my time editing, cutting out you singing songs that we can't put on the show. But
Ricky, this is a real news outlet.
Oh yes, of course.
All right, ready? Okay.
The Jet Man. I remember that vaguely. Yes.
Yeah. Jet Man's back.
Okay,
all
stop.
right.
You fucking asshole.
And then some.
It's getting too late.
That's what an air traffic controller can be heard saying to a SkyWest flight attendant after another possible jetpack sighting reported Wednesday evening near Los Angeles International Airport.
Does Eduardo run the LAX now?
Yeah,
Is that what
he's
it
a
is?
traffic controller.
Okay, great.
The sighting comes after at least 4 pilots reported seeing a similar aerial mystery last year in the same area. A Boeing 747 pilot reported seeing an object that might have resembled a jetpack 15 miles east of LAX at 5,000 feet altitude. That's pretty high in the air. A Federal Aviation Administration spokesperson said in a statement, I don't believe that person was Eduardo. Out of an abundance of caution, air traffic controllers alerted other pilots in the vicinity. Ricky, we have audio.
Cicadas 3626, use caution. The Jet Man is back. Let me know if you see him. As last reported 5,000 by that heavy 7-4 ahead and to the left. Cicadas 3626, did you see the UFO?
We were looking, but we did not see Iron Man. Cicadas 3626.
Attention all aircraft, use caution for the jetpack. He is just north of the final, around 5,000 at gate, last reported.
Greener 8023, heavy, use caution. There was a report of a man in a jetpack around 5,000 in the vicinity of Los Angeles.
Alaska 233, use caution. There was a jet man reported just north of gate. He was last reported at 5,000.
All right, we're looking for the Iron Man, Alaska 233.
So that's really high up in the air, 5,000 feet. First of all, the pilot that thought it was Iron Man's a fucking idiot because Iron Man doesn't have a jetpack.
Oh, no.
Fucking wiener.
He's got the
repulsor boots and gloves.
Sure. Sure.
Jetpack, that's Cliff Secord, the Rocketeer, folks.
Of course.
All right. That's the fucking Rocketeer. You know, people say...
Or like Wile E. Coyote with an Acme...
rocket pack.
Yeah, right.
This is the second time this has happened, of course. Last year, a number of similar reports were made near the airport, prompting the FBI to investigate. In addition to the sightings near LAX, a flight school posted footage on Instagram of the possible jetpack spotted off the coast of the Palos Verdes Peninsula in December.
Did you consult Eduardo about the name of that?
Yeah, he told me how to say that.
Great.
A report issued by the FBI said that the reported sightings were unlikely to involve an actual person with a jetpack. I said, I fucking jetpack.
Yeah, sure, but the air traffic controllers were pretty clear about there being a jet man involved. I mean,
exactly. The one dude, he was like the fucking UFO. I don't know what to call this fucking thing.
That asshole with the jetpack is what he wanted to say.
See if you can find fucking dickbag McFlights a lot out there real quick. CBS News correspondent Chris Van Cleve reported last year that there does not appear to be a jetpack on the market that could get someone to an elevation of roughly 3,000 feet and back to the ground safely. That would require a lot of fuel or a parachute.
Well, just because nobody's selling them doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Exactly. David Mayman, CEO of LA-based Jetpack Aviation, told Van Cleve he was also doubtful if it was a jetpack. He says they'd run out of fuel. They'd use fuel too quickly, Mayman said, adding that a typical flight time for a jetpack is just 5 to 10 minutes. If it's a real jetpack, it's noisy. People would have heard it take off and land. So, folks, we are getting jetpacks. I mean, we're getting jetpacks in the sense that we got hoverboards.
Well, yeah, but also, I mean, there's also these UFOs that the government is now admitting that are real and they don't know what they are. So who knows what this thing is?
It's probably it's actually probably some type of secret government manned rocket,
probably
propelled suit of some sort. And it it's whatever though. It's cool.
All right, one last story to wrap this episode up.
Oh, okay.
Dan.
With a bow?
I guess.
Okay.
Police officers were called to a flat in northwest Spain after neighbors complained about a noise disturbance, only to discover that a cat alone in the residence had turned on the stereo with its paw and turned it up loud.
Man, cats are assholes.
Cat liked to rock, apparently. During the early hours of July 25th, police officers in the city of Lugo in Spain responded to reports from residents of a building in the Ronda dos Fontinhas of loud music that they said made it impossible for them to rest, according to the newspaper 20 Minutos.
Were they listening to 20? Nice.
That's my favorite newspaper.
Yeah, that's really.
20 Minutos. You know who else's favorite newspaper that is?
Eduardo.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think the cat was listening to Faster Pussycat?
I think the cat was listening to the great Ted Nugent hit, Cat Scratch Fever.
Ah, yes, possibly.
Maybe this cat was a little bit more emotional and it was getting into Love Cats by The Cure.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know,
that's
you know, well, we don't know.
Probably not. Maybe it was listening to Cat Stevens.
Yeah, or Yusef, whatever he goes by now, that he's converted.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe he was listening to Cats in the Cradle and the Silver
Oh,
Spoon.
yeah.
Yeah, could have been.
Maybe he was listening to Pop That Pussy. We don't know.
Yeah, it's possible, yes. You know what? I'm going to go with that one. Because it was probably in a CD put in the stereo. And you know who lived there?
Who's that?
Eduardo.
Exactly. It all checks out.
It tracks.
The police quickly verified that there were no people inside after they arrived at the flat, so officers attempted to locate the owner of the residence, who they discovered was outside of the city.
Yeah, he's in Texas making food and
right.
letting you hang out with possums and shit.
Right, yes. The incident came just one day after local police were called to a separate residence in the Rondas da Fontinhas at around 12:20 a.m., after being told by neighbors that there were disrupted noises coming from home. So basically...
let me guess. A guinea pig turned on the radio there.
Well, yes.
Come on, Spain. Get your shit together.
There was an aquarium full of pets cranking up fish and getting stoned, is what happened.
No one should ever crank up fish.
No, they shouldn't. It's been great to share another episode of the Noka News Network Comedy Podcast with all of our friends.
But especially you, Eduardo.
Especially Eduardo. Go to nokanews.store and check out the t-shirts and other merchandise that we have to offer.
Eduardo, we have medium shirts for you so you can look all buff and manly.
Yes. Follow us on social media at facebook.com/Noka News Network or go on Twitter at NewsNoka.
Eduardo, hit me up, yo.
If you'd like to send us an email, Eduardo or anyone else.
Especially Eduardo.
Yes, right. It's at newsroom@nokanews.com. And then if Eduardo would like to give us a call with that fine paella recipe, I suppose he could do that at 614-398-0770.
Eduardo, I want to taste your paella. It would be delicious. I don't know what else to say anymore.
I don't know. Maybe just try talking less. That might work better.
You mean shut the fuck up?
Yes.
Noka News Network.